Hello, my friends. Welcome to live chat. I'm so excited to be back. Oh my goodness, welcome back. Today is going to be a really interesting conversation, and I cannot wait to have it with you. I definitely need my coffee for this one. But before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about to people that are maybe new to live chat or new to just live streaming in general. And I've been getting a lot of I just want to address this really quickly. So I think people are like using my live chats as like a formal opinion, like I'm speaking the only opinion that's out there, that this is a presentation of facts and not opinions, that this isn't just one woman sitting in her basement talking to a group of people. It's really, I just want to just make sure y'all know that this live chat is not me thinking, you know, that I have all the answers to everything. Sometimes even after live chat, like I'll read comments and I'll change, you know, what I think about things because of other comments. What's up?
I don't see any picture.
Oh. Weird. Do you want to hit refresh? John's saying there's no visual. I'm seeing it.
I turned it off and went back in.
Are you guys seeing visual? Okay. And then I'll wrap up that conversation, then we'll get into our main topic. It's about a 30-second lag. Nobody's mentioning that they don't see. I'm seeing it on my thing. Yep, there is. Everybody's saying it's working. Hannah says no. About half the people are saying they can see, and half the people are saying they can't.
That's so weird. Let me go look on desktop.
So maybe it's a mobile thing. If you're on mobile, maybe refresh. I'm really hoping that this is working. See, this is the thing about being live, is that, you know, things happen. Weird. It's like a split. Okay, Jess is on mobile. It's working for her. Sarah says she's just seeing a black screen. But Beth sees both. Steph says, that is so weird. I wonder what's the determining factor of whether you can see me or not, because the most important thing is that you guys will be able to see me on, well, hopefully you'll be able to see me on the replay too. Sarah can't see me. Stephanie can't see me. This is so weird. No video on Lisa's iPad. Sorry to those of you watching on the replay.
My laptop's working. I just can't see it on here, but somebody just said they're an iPhone user and they can see it.
That's really weird. Okay, a recent update to YouTube, Manderjack says. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going and hope, because I don't know. Should I restart it? I hate to do that and bring you all back. Okay, Katie says now she can see it. Okay. Well, if you can't see, try refreshing. Go out and come back. Yeah, Mel just sees black. That's so weird. Maybe people need to update their YouTube app. Maybe. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going because we're already 3 minutes in and I haven't really said much. I guess. Woo! Sorry, you guys. Okay, Heather says it's working now. Okay.
I'll just go.
Just keep going. Okay, John says keep going. I think I'm just going to keep going. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so my point is that if you were expecting this to be a chat of the utmost of perfection of every single thought that everybody has ever had in life, that is not what you're going to get here. You're getting my off-the-cuff thoughts about this topic, and I may change my mind once I read other comments. I may, you know, advance my thoughts, because that's what this is all about, is learning from each other and talking with each other. So, you know, I mean, I think the expectations are a little bit too high, is what I'm saying, for some people and what's coming out of my mouth. So, you know, I'm just a mom in my basement talking to a camera. All right. So anyway, our topic today is going to be about the new tactics that brands are using. Some of them are new, some of them are old, some of them are just enhanced, of how brands are getting their products to stand out so that we buy them, when really and truly it's the same stuff we've been seeing for years. It's the same stuff, but for some reason it feels fresh and new, and I want to talk about that. So let me just very quickly say hello to the people that were here live in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness. It's working on his phone now.
Yeah, so anybody who, I heard somebody else say there was a lag too, so just tell people to hang tight and it'll probably start working.
Okay, all right. John says just hang tight and it'll probably start working. All right. So because it took so long to say hello, it doesn't have the original people, and I'm so sorry. It only lets me scroll back so far now. It used to let me scroll back all the way. So it's letting me go back to Steph and Jessica and Nessa and DB Cakes and Ashley and Jackie and Kristen and Shelby Lee and Casca and Mander Jack and Wendy and Alyssa and Carly Dance and Nora Casanova and This Pretty Little Life. Thank you so much, by the way, This Pretty Little Life, for all of your love on Twitter. I appreciate you so much. I'm coming into some self-discovery of some things, and This Pretty Little Life was really there for me. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I'm very thankful to have met you. So, and thank you to Steph R for just joining the Collective Brain Elite. I appreciate you so much. All you get for joining the Collective Brain Elite is your name turns green in chat, and you get a little sticker next to your name that upgrades the longer that you're a member. And it's $1.99 a month, and it's just some fun way to support the channel so that I can continue doing this full time. So yes, all right, let's go ahead and jump into it. So what I want to show you is this first picture. A lot of these pictures are from our makeup news show called What's Up in Makeup that goes live every Sunday mornings right before chat. And this is something I want to show you. So this is something that's available at QVC, and this is a blush and glow. So you get a blush trio and you get a liquid highlighter. Now, to an average QVC user who isn't as maybe invested into YouTube makeup or whatever, you may look at this and say, wow, that's really pretty. I want to purchase this. You may see this and say, this might be a great gift for my aunt or my daughter or my mom or whoever, or my best friend, because they're not super into makeup. But for those of us that are really into this, that have been, following makeup trends and, just really been into this community, if that's a thing, this looks really boring and is not something that we would probably buy because it kind of looks like everything else we've seen. So this would not grab my personal attention. I don't know about you, would not grab my attention. Now let's talk about this. So this is a deodorant we talked about in Top News, and this is a deodorant that is marketing toward people that are looking for sustainable packaging. There is a tube that is, I believe, what they say it was made out of. I don't know, something fancy. Okay, so it's this tube is supposed to last a lifetime. It's like made out of what you might see a flask made out of. I don't know if it's steel. I forget exactly. But this deodorant is $45, and it comes on subscription every few months, and the subscription price for a refill is $22. So for me, nothing is capturing this for me as far as something that I would want to purchase at that price tag. There's no emotional attachment to this. There's nothing that makes this stand out as something that I would spend that much money on. I would imagine maybe if you are all into having things that are luxury, then this may be something you're into. I'd be curious to know if there's any special scent or anything that maybe would make this stand out. But to me, this is not something that I would want to purchase. There's nothing marketing-wise that makes me want to buy it. In contrast, Alicia Keys makes me want to buy pretty much everything. I see her face and I see her attached to things and I want to purchase everything. That's the way that I personally feel. Does it have anything to do with the product she's releasing? No, because I have no idea what she's releasing. It just has to do with who she is as a person, and that I just genuinely like her. What I see of her. Do I know her? Absolutely not. She could be an awful person behind the scenes and I would never know. But from what I've seen of her, she's a lovely human. And I feel emotional connection to her. Now this is exacerbated by things like this. This is on her Instagram. Soulcare is everything. It's knowing that you are enough and embracing your inner light. And that makes me even more want to see what Keys Soulcare has to offer. Okay, I also want to show you this, and hopefully this sound will work. This is the Instagram for Keys Soulcare. And I want to play you a video that I saw on here. Oh my gosh, is it not on here? It might be, you know what, I think it's on. Oh, it's making me log in. No! Why are you doing this to me? Oh, this is killing me. I can't log in. No, you meanie. Okay. So basically, what I wanted to talk about with these ads, and you can watch them at your leisure, because I can't log in. I didn't double check that. I just assumed I'd be able to watch them. Is that Alicia is really playing, not necessarily playing, but has an advantage, I should say, of a parasocial relationship. There was something that I saw, and I thought that it was on her Instagram, and I think if I click on one of those, I would see it, is her talking to the camera and saying, you know what, we all need to take care of ourselves. We all need to take that time to take care of our souls, to make sure that we're okay, to take that time. And that's something that I resonate with immensely, because there have definitely been many times in my life where I haven't taken care of myself, where I have pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and looked out for other people and not really looked out for myself. So I really identified with that. And also the way she looked into the camera and was so genuine about it, about her emotion. And she talked about asking people how they take care of themselves. What are you doing to take care of yourself? And asking people to respond with how they take care of themselves and how important that is. And then I realized, whether it was intentional or not, because I'm not saying it was intentional, she's connecting with her audience and making us feel like she's really genuinely talking to us when she's just talking to a camera. But it really felt like a real connection. Parasocial relationships, and I know a lot of you already know about parasocial relationships. This is from Oxford. Let me just make sure it's Oxford. Oxford Reference is what this is from. This was coined in 1956. It's a psychological relationship experienced by members of an audience in their media encounters with certain performers in the mass media, particularly on television. Regular viewers come to feel that they know familiar television personalities almost as friends. Parasocial relationships psychologically resemble those of face-to-face interaction, but they are, of course, mediated and one-sided. So you can read the rest of it later, but that's basically what I wanted to show you. And I recognize that the product she's going to come out with, chances are just the same kinds of products we've seen. But because it comes with that marketing, I'm more likely to purchase it. And I'm just telling you, I am probably going to purchase everything from the line. I'm already telling you. I recognize that this is parasocial. I recognize that this is a person that I like and have an emotional attachment to and therefore want to purchase. I also recognize that a lot of other people feel the same way and that it would be a good review for my YouTube channel that I think a lot of people would be interested in. So there's a lot of things that I'm recognizing and going to purchase, but I think it's important that as humans we recognize those things and acknowledge them before we purchase, so we don't end up purchasing things that we really don't want or need. And I think that if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would consider it a little bit more before I went and purchased the whole line. Now this is going to be, it's e.l.f. is the company that's kind of starting this brand, so I'm assuming it's going to be at a more affordable price point. If it's not, I may reconsider buying the whole thing. We shall see. But I want to go ahead and pop over and see what you all think about that. And I have lots of other examples. So Carly says, I just like the vibe so far of her page. It feels different. I totally agree. Jenny says, oh yeah, I don't see video on my iPad. Okay. By TV when I'm streaming as well. Okay. Ginger says, you know the old saying, the key to success is sincerity. Once you can fake that, you've got it made. Not saying that's what Alicia Keys is about, but some are, I believe. And this is the big problem with social media and sales and people on the internet is intention. Intention. There is no way to know whether Alicia's intention of setting up and enhancing her parasocial relationship is in order, specifically in order to sell products, or if she genuinely feels that in her heart and she genuinely wants to make that connection, there is no way for us to know. So we have to go on our own gut, on our own feeling. And there's going to be people on both sides. But the only person that knows really is Alicia, and probably people that are in her very tight inner circle, if maybe even not even that. So there's no real way to know. And I just find this stuff so fascinating. I find this stuff so fascinating. Yeah, Jenna says, I'm not interested in her or her products. Southern Hot Mess says, is this for all skin types, all ethnicities? We don't know yet. We don't know what the products are. I believe they launch in a couple of days. I think Tuesday is when they launch. Jackie says, I don't know. There are a couple of celebrity brands I'm actually drawn to, but hers isn't really one of them. Mandy says, as a digital marketer, I find this discussion very interesting. Me too. Shelby says, I just got my Pure Raw Beauty Christie palette yesterday. All the hype is gone, LOL. I got mine yesterday too. I did receive it in PR, but I did get one for future giveaway. So I do have it. I haven't opened it to make sure it's not broken or anything, but I do have it. I did get it because all of the hype and everything. But the thing about the Pure Raw Beauty Christie palette that I personally, and we'll talk about influencer collabs in a minute because I do have an influencer collab I want to bring up, is that the quality of the product is actually really good. But I think you're going to be sad if you're a natural lover and you don't use any bright colors at all, because you're really only going to be able to use half the palette, even though it's high quality. Or if you're a bright lover and you don't need any more naturals and you don't want to use them, you're only going to be able to use half the palette. But it is really good. It's a great palette. So I love it when we buy something because of an emotional attachment and then there's good quality there as well. I think that makes a huge difference. So, all right, let me go ahead and let's talk about, click over, another example of marketing. Okay, let's talk about Gabby and Alamar Cosmetics and what I did yesterday. So if you don't know Alamar Cosmetics, Gabby is the one that started it, and she is friends with Kathleen Light. She's been friends with Kathleen for a long time, and that's how I was introduced to her. She seems like a lovely person. She does have a YouTube channel, Gabby TMUA, and she just seems fabulous. And the quality of the Alamar Cosmetics products are really good. So I went to my Target yesterday looking for Alamar Cosmetics. I went there. I do have the Reina del Caribe palette, but I don't have a lot of her other products, so I wanted to just buy something to support her because I think it's amazing that she's at Target. And you know, my Target didn't have any of it. Hold on, click back up. I was so sad. Not a single, the products weren't there. And I was so sad. I was like, no, I totally would have bought some. At least one or two things, because I just wanted to, like, it's nice to see good things happening to good people. But the thing is, do I know Gabby? No. I don't know her. I've never talked to her. I've never met her. I just get this vibe from her that she's a lovely person. So I want to buy it. I want to support her. Did I need another lip gloss or a lip balm or a liquid lipstick or an eyeshadow palette? No, I didn't need it. But I was so happy for her. I wanted to buy it. You know, that's the way I felt about it. Okay? Brenda says, I have the Spanglish palette and I love it. They're so good. They're so good. Cosmic Slice, yes. Target, the other store that pulled out of Canada. Oh, I know. Target and Ulta. I can't believe it. It's so ridiculous. Victoria says, I buy it too. I'm eager to see what the price range will be since she'll be working with Elf, talking about Alicia Keys, which is cheap drugstore prices, but celebrity products tend to fall into higher price range. Yes, they do. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what ends up happening. Next thing I wanted to talk about is there's lots of reasons. So another one is this shirt that I'm wearing. I wore this shirt on purpose. This is the Swatch Queen shirt that we talked about, I believe, last week in chat, that has the swatches on the side of the arm. And the reason, yes, we did talk about this last week. The reason why I purchased this was because, what's her name? Amanda Ensing had taken these exact swatches and put it on her merch. And the originator of this shirt was very upset. There was a big outrage, and I ended up purchasing this to support the original creator. And I wouldn't have known about this shirt if it hadn't been for Amanda taking the swatches and putting it on her merch. And it was, if you look at the side by sides, they really are identical. I didn't buy Amanda's merch, but I did see it online. They are exactly the same. So another reason why I feel like we'll buy things is if we see that someone has been wronged and we want to show them, I believe you're right, so I will support you financially because I believe you were right in this situation. So Claudia, there's a lot of people that have black screens. We haven't figured out why. It seems like it's something that's going to fix itself, so I'm just going to keep going, and I'm really sorry. So hopefully it'll fix. And I usually do these like a podcast anyway, so I will be reading anything, so that you should be able to still be here, even if it's audio only. You should be able to hear it, everything that I'm talking about. So I just wanted to mention that as well as another reason why I personally purchase things that I don't necessarily need. Did I need another shirt? No, but I thought the swatches on the arm were incredibly cute. All right, let's talk about Beautbean. Woohoo! All right, collab with Shroud Cosmetics. It's freaking Bats palettes. And let's talk about what the inside looks like. I mean, really, it is gorgeous. She just did such a nice job. I love the theme of it, and it matches her so well. And I love the variation from light, medium, and deep in here. This looks like such a fun palette. But the question is, do you need it? Is that something you're actually going to buy? But when you see a YouTuber come out with merch, or you see a YouTuber come out with a collaboration, do you buy it just to buy it? Or do you buy it because you genuinely like it? You know? And I'm hoping, at least with the collaboration I did with Over Cosmetics, that people bought the product because they genuinely wanted it, not just to support, and now it's just sitting there collecting dust. That was not what I wanted, but I understand that mentality is there because I do it. And I buy things just to buy things to support somebody. But that's beautiful. And quite different from anything that I own, and I may actually purchase this because I've never tried anything from Shroud, supporting Beautbean, and also thinking that this is gorgeous. So I may actually purchase that if it's not already sold out. It might already be sold out. So that's something else to consider. Let's see, we're at 22 minutes. We can talk about one more, I believe, and then we'll keep going. Oh, you know what? I don't have that many more. I only have three more things I want to talk about. All right, let's talk about Mario for a minute. It's me, your Mario. I don't know how many times he's heard that in his life, and I apologize for that because that must be horribly annoying. So let's talk about Mario and Makeup by Mario. So Mario Dedivanovic, if you're not familiar, is famously known as Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. He has been in the public eye quite a bit over the past few years. He was on that show with Laverne Cox and Candy Johnson that I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm sure you all know what it's called. The makeup reality show. I went to the premiere party for it, and I can't even remember what it was called. Glam Masters. Glam Masters is what it was called. So, I mean, he's been in the public eye for a while. He also did a collab with ABH back in the day when ABH was first doing collabs. This is his makeup line. And one thing I appreciate about his Instagram is that he is putting up tutorials pretty much daily on how to use these products because they are unique and different. You've got far over on the right, you've got this like glowy stuff that looks like almost like a sheer shadow, but it can be used as eyeshadow. It can be used as a highlight. It can be used on the lips. He's also got over on the far left this, it's like almost like it looks like a color correcting kind of situation. Highlighting, there's one for light, medium, and deep, and it is supposed to kind of brighten the face in different ways and bring contrast, kind of like I don't know, it's a face palette. And then the bit product I wanted to point you to that I think is super unique is this one here. What you do here is you actually scrape off part of the product into this little tray, and then you use a mixing medium and you turn it into a liquid, which I think is so incredibly cool. I think it's so different. So I think the reason why people will buy Mario's stuff is less of a parasocial relationship and more of that he is a professional makeup artist who has techniques that he uses, and he wants to bring those techniques to the masses. He wants to teach just regular everyday people how to do the things that he does, which I think is so cool. I think it's so neat. I'm curious to see what the price point's going to be. I have been informed I am receiving this in PR, so I am going to be reviewing it. And I do have, interestingly, on Tuesday, I have like a Zoom meeting with other influencers, I believe, and Mario, who's going to be doing demos, which I'm very interested in seeing. And I think that's really smart to make sure that people that are reviewing the product actually know how to use the product before they start presenting it to their audience, so they don't present it all wrong. I think it's really smart of him to do that. So yeah, so I think that the reason to purchase this is quite different. I think that the price point is going to be a big factor. I would imagine it's going to be quite expensive, but we'll have to see. Jamie says, I don't have a connection to Mario, so I'll pass. Wayne Goss is my MUA who has made a difference in my makeup life, so I'm interested in his products. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Jamie. Exactly. So whether you pick a Wayne Goss product, whether you pick a Mario product, it might be due to your connection to that person, which one you buy. Does it have to do with the quality of the products? It doesn't sound like it. It has to do with the emotional connection, because the market is so oversaturated with products. And it's also about who you trust. Do you trust Mario or do you trust Wayne? Who do you trust to come out with the products that are going to be good and functional for you? I love that, Jamie. Thank you so much for saying that. Lucy says he learned from Patrick Starr. Maybe, possibly. Hi there says, yesterday I bought Holo Taco for the first time because it was the first time there was something I really actually wanted, and it's something I don't own, a multi-chrome nail polish by someone I support. Yes, and I think some people have more control over that purchasing than other people, and I think part of people having more control over it is just genuinely people having more control, or people just having less financial wiggle room in order to purchase things from people that they love. Yeah, some people just genuinely, probably most people, have to genuinely pick and choose a lot more, you know? Banja Bones Mama says, I think Wayne Goss got some unfair reviews due to influencers not understanding what Wayne is all about. Yes. Leanne says, at least he's a real MUA and he's really passionate about it. Emmy says, I want Robert Welsh to do another collab. I buy it so quickly. And that's another thing, is Wayne, Robert's brush collab with, was it Sigma? Sigma. That thing sold out so many times. And I think the reason why is that people trust Robert to curate a brush set that is truly good artistry-wise, because we know he knows what he's talking about. Where if I curated a Sigma brush set, it would be like, how the heck does Jen know how to curate a brush set? I mean, I'll know what works for me. You know, I know what works for the non-professional, aka me, aka somebody that has, you know, used a lot of Sigma brushes and knows which ones I like, but I wouldn't put as much clout behind me curating a brush collection as Robert Welsh curating, because I feel like he knows better than I do. You know what I mean? I mean, not to say I'd never curate a brush collection in the future, but I would want to make sure that that's clear. These are the brushes that work for me as a non-makeup artist. You know, but then you'd have to dig on that rather than having a professional design it. Jamie says, I have 2 Wayne Goss brushes that I love, waiting for a makeup item from him that really excites me, considering the blush duo. Yes, I saw that just came out. Absolutely. I just find this stuff so incredibly interesting. So incredibly interesting. All right, let's move on to the 2 more I wanted to show you. Another reason why we buy things. Look at this adorable little lady. We talked about her in What's Up in Makeup today. Oh my gosh, is your heart melting? If it is not, then you are the Grinch. I'm just kidding. But my heart is melting. When I look at her, I just like, oh, she's adorable. Her name is Lily Annalise, and she sells lip balms. They are, I believe, $3 each at lilieslips.com, and she is the most adorable little angel. Oh my gosh. Do I want to buy all of Lily's products? Yes, I want to buy them all because I want to support this little ray of sunshine. Like, I love her so much, you know, and I just, I want to buy everything. Have I pulled the trigger and bought anything yet? No, but I want to. I actually went to the website and thought about it, and then I just pulled myself back, but I do think I'm going to buy some, even though I don't need them. Because she's a sweet little angel baby, and I just want to just squish her. Oh my gosh. So I think that's, you know, I mean, really, how could... Now, the most controversial one I want to show you, this image is definitely not good blown up to full size. I'm just letting you know. It's a little blurry. It's a little blurry, but you'll get the point. Some of y'all are going to be like, why are you showing this to me? Sorry if I just screamed in your ear if you were on headphones. Sorry. All right. Let's talk about the Too Faced Cinnamon Bear collection. I mean, some people are going to look at this and go, oh my gosh, this is the most adorable thing ever. It smells like cinnamon. I want it. That person is not me. But for a second, it kind of was me. For a second, because I do like scented makeup. I'm a sucker for those things. But it's like, I have these shades so many times. Like, so many times. And with Too Faced, their quality is very hit and miss. It is not worth the investment for me, but it is kind of cute, I have to admit. Packaging, scent. Too Faced had the market on that, and then they screwed it up by lowering their quality. And also some not so good choices by their owner, or their past owner, by Mr. Jared Blandino. So that's another reason why people buy, though, is they look at things like this and they go, that's really cute, especially people that are not on YouTube, don't have the large collections that some of us have. So it is cute. And if I saw it in a store, I would walk over to it and I would swatch it if I was allowed, and I would smell it. I'm just saying. All right, so we are at 31 minutes. I'm going to check in with the collective brain and then we'll take our little break. Yeah, Heavenly Ocean says no Too Faced for me. Cosmic Slice, Too Faced never interests me. Jess, okay. Jess says it was talking to Mary Lou and says it should definitely come with candy. I totally agree. So cute. I don't want anything cinnamon near my eye. Good point. You know what's so funny? I didn't even think about that. Like, why would we want spicy things near our eyes? I would imagine, I haven't looked at the ingredient list, but I would imagine that it wouldn't have actual cinnamon in it, that it would just be cinnamon scented. But that's a really good point. Avera says it should be for Valentine's Day. Totally agree. I think that they are out of Christmas ideas. They need to do a Latka palette. I would buy that. I'm not kidding. I would buy a Latka palette. If they had a Hanukkah themed palette and it smelled like latkes, I would buy it. I'm just totally serious right now. By the way, I'm technically Jewish. My mother's family is 100% Ashkenazi Jew. So just want to give that background. I would buy it in a second. They haven't typed that. They haven't tapped that. They should. I think it would garner a lot of attention. I do. Alexa says, when will Too Faced stop with the smells? It's a turn off. I like it. I think it's just a target audience thing. DB Cake says, tip though, if you're a look for cute and kawaii, Asian, Korean, Japanese brands, yes. Maybe not for complexion. They're mainly fair leaning, but for overall packaging and aesthetic, yes. They do have a lot of cute stuff. Yes. Oh yeah, people didn't know what a latke was. It's a potato pancake. So you grate the potatoes and you put onions and salt and pepper and stuff in them, and you push them into pancakes, and then you fry them in a pan. And they're amazing. My brother makes amazing latkes. Amazing. And my mother-in-law makes amazing latkes. I have to shout out to them. My brother and his family are Jewish as well. So yes, and an egg. Yes, thank you, Jess. Appreciate it. It's not potato bread, it's a potato pancake. They're so good. They're amazing. I like mine with sour cream. I know a lot of people like them with, every once in a while I'll go the sugar root, what you call it, cinnamon sugar root with it, but I really like the sour cream better personally. That's just me. Yeah. Oh, Angelica's here. Hi, Angie. How are you? Angelica Nukvist. Go check out her YouTube channel if you're not familiar. She says we have those in Sweden too, potato pancakes, but we call it something else. Nice. Thank you for the education. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a break and talk about what is on my face today. Okay, so on my eyes today, I have, oh, I left the, oh, what did I, where's my thingies? Hold on, I'm missing something. What happened? There they are. There they are. Found them. All right, here we go. Okay, so I have the Essentials palette by Sigma. This is PR. This is by Stephanie Lang, and I put this shade in my crease. This shade is on my lower lash line. If you're just listening, it's like a brownish, like a I don't know, like a camel brown, and then a gold on my lower lash line. And this gold is incredible. This gold is life. Like, oh my gosh, love it so much. Okay, and then on my lids today, these just got sent to me from Ofra. These are their liquid lipsticks. This one is called New Money, and it's a green. That's what's on my outside of my eyeball. And then this is called CFO, and it's like I don't know, like a taupey brown. That's what's on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm playing with these still. I need to keep playing with these and figure out how I like to use the Ofra liquid eyeshadows. I'm still kind of getting used to them. They're a little bit different. They're not like the Stilas. They're less glittery and more opaque. So like blending them out, I don't know. I'm getting used to them. I'm working on it. Let me swatch them for you real quick. Since I'm the swatch queen today. These are fun though. Okay, so I'll just put a little dot and then I'll blend it out. Boop. So this is the green. So you can kind of see how that blends out if you can see. And then this is the taupey one called CFO. These are good for like one and done looks. I did try to kind of mix them today, but they can get a little streaky, so you have to kind of play with them to get them not to be. There you go. See how I like just blended the streaks a little bit? But they're fun. They're fun. I'm still just kind of getting used to them. So that's what's on my eyes today. I also wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to Josh from Drench Cosmetics. He sent me his eyeliner that I am playing with. It is right here. It is so, so, so black. Whoop, I just threw it. Sorry. No disrespect to the eyeliner. And it is a very fine point. Very, very fine. If you do have fine lines though, you are going to need a brush to swipe it through because it is kind of liquidy and it does seep into fine lines. So you just need like an angled eyeliner brush to just kind of blend it out because it will seep into fine lines because it's so liquidy. But if you don't have fine lines, it's not going to be a problem. Goes on super easily, super black, amazing. Thank you, Josh, for sending that to me. And then on my cheeks today from BoxyCharm, this is the Aesthetica. This was PR. Actually, I guess everything today is PR. This is the Aesthetica Sunset Bronzer, which I've never liked anything from Aesthetica, but I'm kind of warming up to this. I kind of like it. And then the Natasha Denona Bloom palette, which I think came in a BoxyCharm as well. I believe. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. And I use these two shades down here. I even tapped into this one. I'm not sure if I like this palette a whole lot though. Am I the only one that finds this palette a little bit odd to work with? Like the pigmentation is just a little bit, it's kind of light, so it's kind of weird to work with. Like I haven't quite figured out how I like to use this, except for this blush where it's really pigmented. So yeah, I'm not really sure about this. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Cynthia says there's something wrong with the stream. It jumps to the past or gets muted. I had to go in and out 3 times now. I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on with it, honestly. I'm hoping that the viewer experience for the most part is fine. I have no control over it, and I'm really sorry. It's just been weird, and so much is in YouTube's control that I just don't have control over. Tiffany PK, I really like that palette. Nice. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, Monica loves it too. You have to work with it though. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Simply D Beauty says, I see and hear you fine. I don't know. So yeah, and Ginger Jeannie hasn't had any problems either. Okay. All right, so that was kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as, you know, why we're buying things that we don't need. And I think when it comes down to it, it really comes down to just being aware and making sure we're aware and not getting carried away with something and doing what I do, which is impulse buying. I'm an extremely impulsive person. I believe it goes with my ADD that I'm very impulsive, and I sometimes purchase things without really thinking them through because I'm in like this heightened sense of excitement, and sometimes I make not so good choices when it comes to purchasing things that I don't really need. So I have to make sure that I personally pull myself back and think, okay, why do I truly want to purchase this? Is it to support someone? If the answer is yes, and I recognize that the only reason why I'm buying this is to support a person, and I'm okay with that, there's nothing wrong with that, or because of the packaging, or because of a parasocial relationship, or because of, an emotional connection to the brand or to the person. I think it's just more of just taking a step back, being aware, and making a conscious choice, knowing that we're being manipulated by these brands to buy things, and a lot of times buy things that we don't need. At least in my situation, if you're newer to makeup and you don't have a whole, or you don't have a whole lot, maybe you're not new to makeup, but you're just very frugal, or just don't, buy a whole lot of stuff, then that's a different situation. But yeah, so if you guys just want to pop topics from here, we can just talk about whatever. We have about 20 minutes left. Yeah, Cynthia says, I just bought the new Pat McGrath palette. Why? I don't know. It's pretty. No, I know. Julie says, I bought the Jackie Aina and an ABH palette because I wanted to support her. I freaking love that palette to absolute death. I love it. Me too. We are on the same page there. I actually also bought the most expensive candle I've ever purchased from Forever Mood just to support Jackie. And I do love that candle. I'm thankful to have it. I probably won't buy any more just because they are over my price range for candles, but I do enjoy the one that I got. I do. It's just they're really expensive. So, Jen, that girl with coffee, your favorite from the What's Up in Makeup product report from today. Ooh, honestly, I know I said I'm getting it in PR, but I'm really excited about the Mario stuff. Like I have to be honest, even though that wasn't in the product report, I'm really excited about it because it seems to be unique in the way that you use them. And I want to try new techniques. I want to play. I want makeup to be fun again. Instead of just, pushing out more and more of the same, I want it to be fun. I want to experiment, and I know that that's not everybody's game. Some people just use makeup for functionality, and that's okay. But for me, I want to play, like makeup is my happy place. It's my place where I can decompress and I can just do something fun. I don't have to rush it. And that's just me personally. And I know that that's not everybody's journey or everybody's thing. And it's not good or bad. It's just different. And I'm very excited about that. As far as the rest of the product report, I'm trying to remember like what I was really excited about. I know that there were things. I edited it last night and by now it's out of my brain. If I was watching it right now, I could totally pick out some stuff. Antonio says, Jen, I want to thank you for introducing me to Juvia's Place. I watch your reviews on them from the past and recently bought several of their palettes. Love them. The loose highlight is great too. Oh my gosh, yes. They really do make great makeup at a much lower cost too, which is great. Oh, okay. Jen wants to know, can you spell out the little girl's lip gloss line? It's Lilis, so lilieslips.com, I believe. Yes. Marvelous. What do you think about the Viseart Dark Edit palette? I don't know. Let's look at it. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's get a picture. Let's talk about it. All right. I am going to capture it. New. Capture. File save. And now I'm going to my software. I'm adding it. Image, browse, Viseart, open. Okay, let's talk about it. I love that I can do that so quickly. Bam. It reminds me of the Beautbean palette a little bit. Doesn't it look kind of Halloween-y? Just a little bit. I mean, it's not the same. It's different. Here's the Beautbean palette. It's not the same. But it's kind of cool. If you look at the top half, if you cut out the bottom row, it's very similar to other things that I own. But then throwing that bottom row in there is fun with that green. I mean, even if you take your hand or your finger and you just cover up that green. I feel like we've seen this multiple times. But it is pretty. It is cool. Very Halloween-y. I like it. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay. Antonio says, I think brands use nostalgia as marketing technique to get us to buy stuff. They know exactly what they're doing, huh? Oh, totally. Totally. Sola Look. Oh my gosh, Sola Look. They're like the queens and kings of doing that with all of their stuff. Let me show you. I'll just get my Charmed palette that I have here. They sent this to me in PR too. This is, yeah, you open it up and got the characters and everything. They did Dirty Dancing. They did, who else? They did a lot of 90210 stuff. Yeah, totally. And what's the other one? The Friends stuff that just came out. Totally. And I think that it's just like owning a little piece of that is really cool. Absolutely. Totally agree. Yeah, Cosmic Slice says, I want something with a really good purple, olive green, teal kind of color story. Yes, that sounds amazing. Yeah, Sarah says, I bought the craft-inspired palette just for nostalgia purposes. Yes. And I think it's fun, too. And it's fun for displaying if it brings you joy to look at, you know? Like, even if you, like my pop things that I have. I love my pops. They're fabulous. They bring me so much joy. Do they do anything? No, they don't do anything. They just bring me joy, you know? Oh. Alice says, oh yeah, Shelby says the Hocus Pocus collection is coming. Yes, and that's something I was definitely interested in trying. I wish I was on ColourPop PR so I could get it early and review it. By the time I get it, it's going to be so old. It's like, you know, I don't mind buying it, but it's like, I feel like when I know something's going out to a bunch of people in PR, I think that's what happened with my Rare Beauty review. If I had gotten it first with everybody else, then I think that people would have been more interested in watching it. I think a lot of people did watch my Rare Beauty review and found it helpful and valuable, but I think that video would have done so much better if I had been able to film it earlier. And I feel like the same thing with the Hocus Pocus collection. And I think we all kind of know what ColourPop is like at this point. Do we really need to know what the Hocus Pocus collection is like? I don't know. Because I wouldn't be able to review it at least until mid to late October. By the time I get it, like order it, was it next week? If I could even get my hands on it. That's the other thing. What if it sells out? By the time I get it and review it, no one's even going to be able to buy it. I'm not getting it. Because no one's going to be able to buy it. Even though I kind of want it for me. I need to not buy things that are just for me though. Alice says, Jen, there's no one else I would trust to do a comparison between the Pat McGrath mothership Mega and her regular motherships. I know it's less product, but it's still so much cheaper than the usual ones. Yes, and I don't own any of the, and the Mega, how much is the Mega one going to be? Like $100,000? I just, no, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't pull the trigger on it. That's just, I can't even buy like the big Natasha Denona palettes. I don't even like buying the regular Mothership palettes. It's out of my price point. Mel says Jensen from Supernatural is set to be on season 3 of The Boys, and Jared and his wife will be on a reboot of Walker. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I heard Jared was going to be on Walker, Texas Ranger. It's a great role for him. Is he going to actually be Walker? Pretty Little Life says, Man MUA has the Moonspell palette with that color story. Ooh, let's look at it. Let's see if it's the same. Let me go get it. It's right here. Let's see. Here's Moonspell. Okay. So here's Moonspell. Oh, it does look so similar. Get a little closer. Try to get the glare off of it. And then let's go to the Viseart. Yeah, except for there's the well, it's different in that the warms the top row. The top row is very different. But like with the green and then the purpley guys, I'm curious if the purples in the Viseart come off pink, because Manny's come off pink. Like, really, if you look at this on its own, this one, it's more pink. That's a little more purple. And that was one of my things about this palette when I reviewed it that I said was that they really do come off kind of pink. Sorry for those of you that can't see. But see how pink it is? That's this shade right here. So these three shades are really pink rather than purple. This is really the only purple, is the one on the end. And then you've got your greens and your teals down there. This is a great palette, by the way. I really like Manny's eyeshadow formula. It's super fab. It's very enjoyable. I have a look on my Instagram that I did with Manny's palette that I still is one of my favorite looks on my Instagram. I don't do a lot of looks for Instagram, so it's rare when I put one up. Very rare. Sheila says, no, Viseart shadows stay true to color in the pan. Thank you, Sheila. Mwah. Anna, it's actually a bit less expensive than her Mothership ones. It's $78. Maybe that's why she wants to review. See, oh, see, I didn't realize that. Hold on. Okay. I haven't been too, I've been blocking out Pat McGrath from my life because I don't want to be sucked into buying things. Okay, let's look. Okay, I'm at the website. Okay. Oh, so the pans must be smaller. Okay, let me screenshot this. Hold on. And show you guys. Thank you so much for clarifying that. See, this is we're live. Jen makes mistakes. Jen is human. I'm gonna get like 90,000. Why weren't you prepared for chat? I'm done with that. I'm just done with that. I'm done with it. It's like, I'm a human being. Please don't expect me to be perfect. I'm not. I'm doing my best, man. Okay. Oh, this picture isn't great either. I just screenshotted it off the website. But it's only $78 compared, only $78. But compared to like her regular Mothership palettes are $125. I could probably look at the formula and see. Whether it's the same formula or not. I could look at that. But I don't want to bore you guys with formula stuff. Guys, gals, and not specific. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't have ingredients on here. I was looking to see, there's product features. Yeah, this would take me a while, and there's no ingredient list. This would take me a while anyway, just to go back and forth and compare. Okay, well, that's something I can look into. Yeah, Lisa, it looks like it has to be less shadow per pan at that price point. Oh, I think Anna says, no, I love the formula stuff. I won't be bored. Yeah, it's not all you guys. See, I forget I'm talking to my audience. Y'all wouldn't be here if you were bored by formulas. Yeah, Selin says that palette is pretty, but that's a lot of money for the few eyeshadows in the palettes. Yeah, totally, totally. Alex, I'd be interested how the formula compares to a regular Mothership palette. See, I only have one. I only have the Mothership 2. So, yes. Hi, Audra. Audra from Audra at Home is here. Pans are smaller. Packaging is cheaper. Made in China versus Italy. Oh, that does make a difference. That does make a difference. It's kind of like, it seems, the difference between the ABH regular. Like, remember what they did when they did the Norvina collection? They put more shadows in, they dropped the price down, and they're manufacturing it in China. Thank you, Audra. What would I do without you, my friend? If you don't know Audra at Home, you need to go check out her YouTube channel because she's amazing. And she's one of my good friends, so, you know. I love when Audra's in chat. Audra, I'm going to be on Audra's channel in October. We're going to do a live stream together, but I'll let you know ahead of time when I think it's mid-October. I'm going to be doing a live stream on Audra's channel. She had Sharita Explains It All on yesterday, so you should go watch that because they're both lovely humans. Betty says, shows how dumb it is to follow blind over cancellations. Yeah, I think that we're getting to the point, at least I think we're getting to the point where I think we're following blind a lot less. And hopefully, that's definitely a whole nother bag of worms. But I see what you're saying though. Julie says, but the quality is the same. But is it? But is it the same? Because I heard that the ABH Norvina ones were not the same quality. And I'm curious about I don't know, I'm curious. Because you can get really good products made in China. You absolutely can. We were just talking about Juvia's Place earlier. Made in China. Really good quality. Glamlight Cosmetics. Amazing quality. Made in China. So, it's possible. That price point, though.
Price per gram, though.
That price per gram, we'll have to check that out. Yes. Yes.
Do I hear doggy claws?
Probably. Ginger, you probably did hear doggy claws on the floor. Probably. All right, we've got about 5 minutes left. I'm trying to think what else we can chat about. So many good things. You know, I bought this at the 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, and I'm terrified to use this. You're supposed to use it for under eye brightening, and I'm scared. I'm scared of this. I'm going to use it, but not on camera until I figure that out. So, oh, you bringing the puppy in? The husband's bringing the puppy in. And then I do want to show you one more makeup product.
What do you want? Go ahead.
It's okay. Here. Well, now they're going to be excited. They want to see the puppy. Go ahead in there and real quick and show the puppy. Where's the lip gloss that I used today? I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is.
Go ahead, talk about your thing.
No, bring the puppy in and then we'll talk about the thing.
All right.
Oh, you want to bring it? Okay.
You talk
I'm
about
set.
the thing.
Okay. Tempted! Thank you for joining the Collective Brain Elite. I appreciate you. Okay, so this was sent to me in PR from Bite Beauty. I very rarely get PR from Bite Beauty, but I thought this was really interesting and I want to show it to you. So this is called Sugar Drizzle, and I believe it is a plumping lip gloss. Now I have it on over top of my lipstick that I didn't even tell you what it was. It's Jouer's Noisette, which is one of my favorite Jouer shades. Look at this. This is so weird. Okay, so it's a lip gloss, right? You open it up and it looks like this. And I was like, what the heck? And then I touched it and I was like, it's plastic. Like, what is even happening here? But what you do is you click it up like that. You click it up and it comes through the little hole. So when you put it on, it feels like you're applying with a lip bullet when you're not.
What is that?
This is from Bite Beauty. It's their new lip gloss, their new plumping lip gloss that they sent. You can put it on, it's clear. It's got a little glitter in it though.
It's plumping though? Does it burn?
I don't know. It didn't burn when I put it over my liquid lipstick. I don't know.
She's blending into my t-shirt. I'm not this short either. This chair is like busted, so
You have an eyelash.
It won't.
I can't get
go
it.
up.
There you
Ow.
go. Sorry.
Ow.
I'm trying to get it off you. It's gonna go in your eye. You're gonna be really saying ow when it goes over your eye. It goes in your eye.
Manderjack, I wear black and gray.
And blue.
Sometimes blue.
Yes.
Every once in a while.
Yes.
And a couple of my workout shirts are different colors, but I have like 10 of this shirt. I have 10 of this shirt in gray. And I have like 6 of this shirt in blue. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. EFG says IKEA chair struggles is for reals. Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, the IKEA chair, it broke.
And I do like that lip gloss on you. It's got a little bit of a glitter on it. Just a little bit.
It doesn't burn.
It doesn't? That's good to know.
Oh, and then I have merch from my shop too. I wear my Tattooed Heart Studios shirts to work.
Yeah.
But I rarely wear them in public.
You don't sell those online, do you?
Not anymore. It was too much of a pain in the butt to like pack them and ship them and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they're really nice though. If I ever do merch, I'm buying the shirts that he gets for his studio. They're the softest shirts ever. So, yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this because I think that it's really neat. I don't know the price point on it or anything, but I think that they're new. So, yes. It's Pretty Little Life. John is out here always with that tattoo aesthetic. Well,
yeah, I think that's why I can get away with wearing plain shirts too, you know?
Yeah.
I got my decoration all built in.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, with plumping lip balms, a lot of times they put cinnamon in them, or they'll put mint in them, or there's one other thing that they put in them that gives you that burning feeling. I forget what the other thing is that's really common.
Yeah, Lynn gave me one that she brought to the shop when I tattooed her, and I put it on. It burned my lips for like an hour.
Yeah.
I swear there was like hot pepper in it or something.
Yes, hot pepper. They do. They put
I think
cayenne
that's what it
pepper.
was, yeah.
They do. They put cayenne pepper in it.
What's that called?
That word, DB cakes.
I know,
capsaicin, I don't know.
I always mess the pronunciation
But you're right.
of that one up.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right.
That stuff.
But the thing is all it is irritating your lips and making your lips go, like, be irritated so that they plump because they're mad at you. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's Jen, it's Indie Kitty 1, joining the Collective Brain Elite, yay, hi! I met her once. A long time ago. Yay, hi, I haven't seen you in forever. Capsaicin, thank you, Tina. See, I love the Collective Brain, you guys are amazing. Betsy says, Glam Glow has a plumping one that burns but also works. I used to plump, then wipe off and use another product. Yes, and that's the way the one from Too Faced, the lip injection. That stuff hurts. I actually have a video that's really old where you can actually see I put like an outline around my lips. Like I overlaid the two, but before and after, I overlaid it so you could see where my lips were actually plumped. So... yeah.
Sorry, I thought I read one of the things wrong.
Oh, okay. Capsaicin is what Katie says. Thank you. Marky Mark, can we get a video of you giving John a full face of makeup?
Oh, giving me a full face of makeup? No. Oh, I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
And we tried to do me giving her makeup before, but it takes way too long because I'm a perfectionist.
Took like 3.5 hours.
Well, and I'm also not that skilled in makeup application.
But you did a really good job with that look. It looked really good. It was very, very glam and very editorial. It looked really good.
Yeah, everything I do is like overdone and editorial.
Yeah.
Well, even like all of my artwork, it's very contrasty and bold and all that stuff.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if I would enjoy you doing a whole face of makeup on me.
Yeah. And plus, I think it would look. I think it would look a little weird on you.
Oh, now that I'm all shaven, though.
Yeah, I know. You're all clean.
I had I was away for like 3 weeks on the road, and I had an electric razor mishap, and so the whole thing had to come off. And then I've just been keeping it like this for the past couple weeks, so who knows?
Makes you look, baby face.
What do you think?
I like it.
Y'all like the stubble? Y'all like the clean?
I like both.
I don't know.
I just like your face.
Thanks. I like your face.
Abby says you should pick her makeup products. You could.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
You couldn't really see her because she was blending into my shirt.
Baby.
She was hiding.
She's such a good girl. She's so
is.
amazing. Amazing baby. All right.
She's the best. She's, fetch champion.
Yes. She's great at fetch.
Mm-hmm.
Really good fetch player. She's amazing. She's an amazing little girl.
You wanna see her hit me?
Yeah. Stop it.
All right. I won't mess with
Torture
her.
the dog. But she's not mad. She's just like,
She's like, stop
gently,
it.
just stop.
Stop it.
Yep. She growls at my son a little bit. She doesn't growl. She just kind of goes, when he like tries to pick her up and she doesn't want to be picked up, she goes,
Shouldn't really do that to me. Because she's my babe.
Yes. All right. I should go. It's 3 minutes after. I need to respect your time. Thank you so much for being here in live chat. This was a fun one. I hope you had fun too. I hope you have a wonderful week. And again, just a reminder, I'm not perfect. It's the live chat. I may change my opinions later. I get people who get real heated in the comments because of one sentence or whatever. And it's like, come on, man. Like, I'm just a person in my basement with my dog and my husband.
Sometimes.
Give me a break.
Husband.
Sometimes my husband.
Yep.
Thank you for being here. Mad love to you. And don't unknowingly buy into parasocial relationships. It's unhealthy.
Only if you're fully aware of it.
Only if you're fully aware that you're buying into it, and then you're good to go. Thank you for being here, Mad Love. I'll see you. Have a good week. Stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.
See ya.